I'm introducing it, huh?
Oh, I can do it. I was like, what are you waiting for? Okay, hold on. This week on Guy Wants on
Still doing my
Fleek.
hair. Okay.
This week on Guy Wants on Fleek, we're going to talk about water and water quality. So, Jason, why don't you go over some of the things that are important to you when using different types of water to brew tea?
For me, I try to stay away from tap water. Just when you taste that chunk of chlorine, it just kind of nullifies the other flavors found in the tea. So I stick to something with a neutral pH of 7. Usually mountain spring water. I use Arrowhead, or there is water from New Zealand from Trader Joe's. I forgot what it's called, but I use that a lot
Yeah, I
as
like
well.
that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
But so any kind of filtered water that you can buy at the store in large jugs will be fine. You can definitely, I think, use Brita
The
or
filters.
something that
Mm-hmm.
filters out your water. Um, as long as you have a carbon filter or like a charcoal carbon filter, that will filter out a lot of the flavors. Tea is 99% water. So whatever water you're using, you're definitely going to taste. But like a carbon filter isn't going to filter out the actual bad minerals or things like that get in. You have to have a pretty intense filter for that.
What about the waters on the opposite end of the spectrums, like some that are a bit more acidic or basic? Why don't we use that?
I feel like I have no idea, so you should probably tell people.
Well, I heard that the waters that are more basic with the pH of 9.0, it's really minerally, right? So I hear that adjusts the flavors of the tea in a way where enthusiasts don't really enjoy. But I've also heard stories from friends that they do enjoy that kind of minerally aspect of the tea, or they don't taste that minerally aspect at all. So I think it just depends on the person. But I'd say on the safe side, yeah, stick with something that is natural spring water, filtered, pH of 7, right in the middle. Mm-hmm.
What are things that people are able to do to augment the type of water they're using?
Like change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Charcoal, bamboo charcoal. Did we talk about that before?
I think that we personally have, but I
Okay.
don't know that anybody watching on their computer right now has
So
any
yeah,
idea.
bamboo charcoal is kind of the same thing as a Brita filter, right? It acts like a filter for the water, filters out all the bad elements. But also, there's reports of it saying that it gives the water a different edge and makes it more lively, so you taste something different. You know, it's kind of like using a clay teapot as opposed to something porcelain because the clay is more porous. It has kind of leftovers or sediments from the tea before that adds to the tea you're brewing currently. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, I just feel like I have so much knowledge now. I actually did a small experiment where I used mesquite charcoal, and I just put it in the pot. Yeah, it was an interesting idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I would ever do it again. But I used mesquite charcoal that I just put inside a regular water boiler.
Okay, how did
Because
that
I
go?
was like, whatever, let's just do this.
Yeah.
And it, the water tasted a little clearer, but the mesquite flavor was so overwhelming. Which goes really well with like a black tea or a smoky tea. If you already have those kind of salty or smoky notes.
What about greener ones? Like if I had a Japanese green tea and I used mesquite charcoal within the water, would it give it like a smoky greenness that's pleasant, or just no bueno?
I mean, you would have to find a tea that went with that particular mesquite flavor. I'm sure there is one that works. I don't know if it would be a Japanese one. That's probably too delicate.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe. If anybody wants to try that and let us know how it goes, feel free.
So let me ask you this: ideally, if you could use any kind of water found on this planet, what kind of water? Where would you go for it, or what supermarket would you get it from?
Where would you go? Walmart. No. I don't even know where a Walmart is around here. I have heard that the best place to get water for a particular tea is wherever it was grown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, a lot of people don't have that option, and I think that's a little weird to think people are going to do that. But I think regular filtered water is fine. I have heard of people using distilled water which has no minerals at all in it. And I heard that it was okay. I've never tried it that way, but things in the water like iron and calcium and magnesium actually do help with the flavors, just like they do in coffee. They do in tea as well. So I would say any filtered water that's gone through some sort of charcoal filter at least. You know, so you have the flavors cleaned up, so you're trying to taste the most tea in your tea.
Nice. Back to your point of the water at the source of the farms, for example. I would get mountain spring water. That's just me, because remember when I was traveling, and this goes for all of you enthusiasts traveling out there for tea too. I remember I would drink tea on a mountainside with farmers or processors or whatnot, and then it would just taste amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, like everything was on point. Of course, take some samples.
On
It was lit. Tea was lit. Am I using that in the right? It doesn't matter.
Probably not.
Anyways,
Probably not. That's not the point.
It was fire. There we go. It was fire. It referring to tea. Anyways, brought tea leaves back down to my place. Used filtered water, and it just tasted completely different. So yeah, water makes a big difference sometimes within tea. And for me, I guess it's mountain spring water, and for you, it's
filtered. I guess. Filtered? Yeah, I mean, I as long as it's clear, and flavorless, relatively flavorless.
I would hope water is clear. Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Alley sewage water popped in my head when you said
it is. Yeah. If you live in LA, there's some stuff in your water. Definitely use filtered water if you can. If you can't, you're just boiling it down to all of those amazing chemicals. So do yourself a favor and make your nice tea with nice water.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. This is Guy One's on Fleek, and tune in next time for another episode of Tea Talk.
And subscribe.